My name is Bridget, and I am not an engineer. I have a clinical research position on a medical campus in the West. But I am married to an engineer, so I thought I would talk to you about a day in the life of an engineer's partner. There are several pros and cons of being married to an engineer. The first is your access to all kinds of gadgets and extreme handiness. For example, you always have a phone charger handy, no matter where you are, in a car, someone else's house. It doesn't matter what kind of phone you have. Somehow, he's always able to come up with some way to charge the phone. Very handy. Two, I recently completed my PhD, but was working like a maniac to get to the end. So Dave jury-rigged his car so that I could plug in my laptop to the lighter outlet. And he also jury-rigged his phone so that it was a perpetual wireless hotspot so that I could work and type and do research when we were driving anywhere, no matter what. That was also extremely handy and made me feel much better about taking vacations. Also, soon after that, I actually broke my laptop in a clumsy fit when I tripped on the cord and pulled it out of the charger. But Dave was actually able to fix it by some magic engineering work while I was taking a nap. Extremely fantastic. Also, now that we're married and I live with him, I have all kinds of gadgets available to me, like acetone, which apparently is extremely handy when doing circuit design, but also an absolutely fantastic nail polish remover. And I now have access to a soldering iron, should any of my jewelry break, and a blowtorch to make creme brulee. Extremely handy. Very lovely. The second thing is, if you marry an engineer, your family will absolutely love him or her. My mother uses, I think, the original Kirby vacuum that should be an antique and thus is no longer serviceable, but she really loves it. However, she recently broke the cord on the Kirby and was absolutely devastated. But Dave was able to fix the cord and is now actually much more beloved to her than I am. Also recently, my Irish Catholic grandmother was convinced that she had a ghost inhabiting her house. This is a true story, because when she ran the microwave, the doorbell would chime during the entirety of the microwave span, and then stop when the microwave stopped. So, of course, she told everyone in my family, including me and Dave. And Dave suggested that she wrap some foil around the mechanism in the doorbell that connected the wire from the doorbell to the doorbell chimes, which magically resolved the problem, and now Dave is up for sainthood in our family after performing his first legitimate miracle. Good for Dave. Third, this is a pro and a con. Engineers are extremely practical in everything they do. A huge pro of this was, as we were recently married, Dave refused to have any kind of precious metal as his wedding ring, as he would not pay money for something that actually performed no physical function. And as such, he would rather have stainless steel because he could have the exact specs he wanted cut out of a pipe by his machinist. But huge pro for me, that's very cheap. So I purchased him also several backup wedding rings. Should for some reason he ever find himself with a wedding ring lost, he'll always have one to put back on. Also, as we were just recently married, both of us only had college plasticware to eat off of, so we registered for plates, which I thought should have been extremely easy. However, after deciding that we should purchase some plates, Dave shared a Google Doc with me of the prioritized priorities for the plates, of the must-have, would-like, and could-do-without characteristics of the plates, which made it extremely difficult to shop for them. These are the plates we ended up with. They're very nice, but they meet Dave's specs for circumference, inner and outer diameter ratio, lip diameter, and also lip angle, which were all specified as prioritized. However, if you're ever in town, stop by and we'll serve you dinner on our lovely new plates. Something else that Dave seems adamant about that I really do not enjoy is his lack of appreciation for fine fashion. So I hate to be stereotypical, but I enjoy wearing high heels and think that they're very beautiful. However, Dave cannot appreciate this and has developed his own personal algorithm for grading my different pairs of shoes. Now, the algorithm does not take into account the appearance of the shoes at all. It only accounts for the price of the shoes, the maximum speed I can obtain in the shoes, the minimum amount of time it takes me to descend 2 flights of stairs in the shoes, and the number of hours I can wear them without complaining. So, to show you examples, these are 2 of my favorite pairs of shoes that I very much enjoy wearing to special occasions. And this is Dave's favorite pair of shoes that he would still also have me wear to special occasions. Definitely a con. But the 4th thing I wanted to talk about is definitely a pro, and sadly also falls into the stereotype category because I wanted to talk about jewelry. And Dave has excellent taste in jewelry. And just last year for Valentine's Day, he gave me these 3 pairs of earrings that he designed and made himself out of different capacitors and LEDs. And as you can see, the centerpiece also has a chandelier-like appearance with LEDs dangling. Very hard to execute. I wear these earrings all the time and have found that they're appreciated everywhere, both by fashion-forward young women who appreciate the uniqueness of the earring, and also the slightly nerdy engineering crowd who recognize the earrings for what they are, but thus bridging a social gap that has previously been thought to be unbridgeable. So that's all I have for now. If you have other tips or an engineer is your partner and you want to share, I'd love to hear it. Thanks so much.